What's up, family? Welcome back to another exciting episode of Yes Chef. I am your host, as always, Big Chef Dro. So, if you've been following along, you know that I purchased me a brand new grill / smoker this year. Now, I've only grilled on it about 4 times, but one thing I haven't done, I haven't smoked any meat on it. Now, disclaimer, I'm not a pit master. Don't proclaim to be. But I have smoked this pork before, and it came out fantastic. And I'm gonna show you how to do it without all the intricate words and fancy thermometers and temperature gauges and it's too confusing, y'all. Stop putting these confusing videos on YouTube. We'll teach you how to do this the right way. You ain't gotta worry about all them gets and gadgets. We're gonna talk plain and simple. Come on. Let's come on in here, family. Let's smoke. All right, let's go ahead and get into the smoked pork shoulder. Now, this is going to be a few days. So today is going to be the brining process. If you know, I always love to brine my pork and my chicken if need be. Or if I don't brine it, that means I got it in some type of a marinade. Now, my favorite go-to brine is apple cider, sugar, and some salt. Now, I have a cup and a half of granulated sugar that I'm going to put in here, and then 1/4 cup of coarse sea salt. This is coarse sea salt that I'm putting in there. You don't have to use sea salt. You can use regular salt. You can use fine salt. You can use kosher salt. You can use whatever. I just happen to have some coarse sea salt, so that's what I'm going to use. And my apple cider. Now, this is the brand that I use, 100% apple cider. I try not to get the one, usually during the holidays they have the spiced one. I mean, it's okay, but you know, I try not to use it if I don't have to. But if they don't have this kind, I'll go for the spice. Now, you want to get your apple juice down to room temperature so that the salt and the sugar will blend in and dissolve very well. All right, open up this other one. Now, you know, it's as far as how much to use for the 1.5 cup and for the 1/4 cup of the salt, you want to use close to a gallon of this, and that's just the measurement that I use. So it's like, you know, close to a gallon, almost 2.5, 3 quarts. All right, so that should be in there pretty good. Now, I got this pork shoulder from BJ's, I think it was. I always get them from BJ's. I can never find them anyplace else. So this pork shoulder is going to have a bone that's going to also be on this side as well. It's like a flat bone. It's angular. You know, there's like 4 different sides to it when it's done and you pull it out. Now, they did a great job at, you know, shaving all that fat off of it, because the fat cap is pretty thick on these things. So I like buying them from there because they do a good job at trimming these really, really good. So this one here is somewhere around 10 pounds, I think, about 10 pounds. So we're gonna have to cook this pretty much all day. But I'm gonna just go ahead and put this in the brine. And I'm gonna leave this in here for about 2 days. So today, what's the day, Jay? What's the day? Monday? Oh yeah, today's Monday. So it's about 6 o'clock Monday, 6 p.m. Monday. So I'm gonna put it in there. I'm gonna leave it in there overnight. I'm gonna leave it in there tomorrow. I got an event to do tomorrow, so I can't really mess with anything. So I'll leave it in there all day tomorrow. And then Wednesday, we'll come back and I'll season it up. And when I season it up, I'm gonna put it back into the refrigerator and take it out a few hours before I get ready to smoke it. I may even take it out before I go to bed and let it get down to room temperature. But you'll see all that. Now tomorrow I'm gonna go in and turn it over. You see the fat side is up on it now. So tomorrow I'm gonna go in and just turn it over so that fat side can be in that brine a little bit more. I don't think me adding any more juice to this will make a difference. It probably just start floating or whatever. But tomorrow I'll go in, turn it over so all sides can get brined real good. And that's gonna be a great flavor on that. It's gonna be great flavor. Okay, so I'm gonna put some saran wrap on it, put it in the refrigerator, day and a half or so, and we'll be back when it's time to season. All right? All right, family, here we go. We are back. So as you see, this thing has been in this brine for 3 whole days. So now it's time to season this baby up. All right, before we start, I'm gonna get some of this Dijon mustard off in here so we can go ahead and paint this bad boy. I'm almost out and I didn't realize I didn't have enough. And then of course, some of the Grey Poupon country style mustard. So, now that we have that, let's go ahead and get us a nice rub together. So, of course, here we have some brown sugar. And listen, folks, there's no measurement when it comes to this stuff. Just put in what you think is going to work. And I'm not some specialty rub master, smoke grill master. That's not my thing. That's some turmeric I'm putting in there. That's good for inflammation too, if you didn't know. And then I got some applewood smoke rub that I'm just going to throw off in there. Got some black pepper. I'll just use the rest of this. I'll just use all of that. Don't worry about it. Some kosher salt. I'm going to put that off in there. Onion powder, put that off in there. Garlic powder, put some of that. Put a lot of bit of that in there. Here I have some coriander. Put some of that off in there. Next I'll go in with some cumin. And then last but not least, some smoked paprika. And just because I only have a little bit left, let's go ahead and with some dry mustard as well. Let's put that in there. Not that it's gonna make a big difference, but whatever. Then let's just get this bad boy a nice stir. All right, so now let's go ahead and just spread this over the bottom part. And I don't even know if you're supposed to spread the bottom part, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm told you're supposed to press it down off in there. That's what we're gonna do. Press it on down. Now, as far as seasoning is concerned, I would say go ahead and put a lot on it. If you got a big piece of meat like this, this is 10 pounds of pork. So you can put as much seasoning, and I mean like the saltiness, the salty seasoning. You know, I put some salt in there. I mean, I think I could have probably put a little bit more, but I think it's fine just like this. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put this back in the refrigerator. I'm gonna leave it in there for 24 hours, or maybe a little bit more, because I'm gonna start it real early in the morning, or maybe a little bit less. I'll probably do it in the morning, but I'll keep it in there until then, and we'll see you early in the morning to get this thing started. All right. All right, everybody. So it's the next day. It's about 7 o'clock in the morning. I've had this sitting out on the counter since about 1 o'clock in the morning. So it's come down to room temperature pretty good. We're gonna put this bad boy on the grill. Got the grill started already. All the coals, they're getting ready now. Got the fire pit prepped and ready to go. So we're almost ready. Getting bit up out here, man. These mosquitoes and everything's out here. These flies have started coming out here already as well. So also I talked to my brother again. I'm not a pit master. I don't pretend to act like some type of barbecue guru. And my brother told me that the fat cap should go up. So that's what we're gonna do. I may have to put a little bit more seasoning on the top because it's been laying down the whole night. But we'll get it done. No big deal. I'm gonna figure it out. So once these coals are ready, drop them in there. Put some wood, and these coals are I want to say that they're hickory. I want to say they're hickory wood coated with coal, and then I have some. I want to say the wood that I have is hickory as well. I think it is. I'm pretty sure it is. I'm almost positive it is. So we're gonna put a couple of those logs on there as well. I'll show you the setup when it all happens. So we'll be back. All right, so I got the coals in there. Put this nice piece of log on top of it. I don't know if you're supposed to put the bark down or what. I'll just leave it like that. It'll start firing up. All right, so I'm gonna close this up. Let that get nice and hot. I'm going to open up the vents here. Let me show you. I'm going to open these up. So this is going to release a lot of smoke, and we're going to wait for that smoke to kind of die down a little bit. From what I understand, when it's smoking like that, it's really not clean smoke, and it gives a It gives a harshness to the meat. So we'll let this kind of start burning off and get out, burn out the impurities or whatever that's in there. And then we'll go ahead and put that meat on there, and then we'll be back, okay? So as you can see what I'm talking about here, there's a lot of that white smoke that's coming out of there. And so that's what you don't want to put your meat in. You know, it makes the, it gives the meat a kind of a harsher bite to it, a harsher taste to it when it has this smoke that's in it. This isn't clean smoke. All right, family, as you can see, I'm somewhere around 280 degrees. This is perfect. This is exactly where I want to be. I was hovering around 250, so I went ahead and put another log in there on top, next to it. And man, it ain't looking good, folks. It is not looking good at all. So we're gonna do as much as we can. If anything, I'll just roll it back, you know, into the patio, and we'll just go from there. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the meat on there so we can get this started. All right, so I got the pork on there, and underneath got a little pan. I mean, for the drippings, I put a little mojo sauce, marinade in there. I don't know why I just did it. Maybe it'll release some type of flavor or something. Not really sure. But man, looks like it's about to storm out here. So let me go ahead and get all of this ready to go. And I'm gonna probably let it cook for about 2 hours, maybe 3, maybe 4. And I wanna check it and make sure it's not drying out. If it is, I have a bottle with some apple cider in it that I'm going to spray on it just to make sure it doesn't dry out. And the first time I do that, I'll show you that as well. All right, everybody. Well, it's been a rough 4 or 5 hours, man. So I put this bad boy on the grill here at 9 o'clock, and I didn't get this grill set. This is my first time smoking on this grill. I usually offset grill on it. It's my first time smoking on this new grill. And man, the rain came, the wind picked up, I had a fire in the pit, I had to stabilize it. So really, technically, it didn't really start getting right until about around 10:30 or something like that. And so now, you know, it's stabilized. I got it, you know, pretty much going on. So here's like now. So I have not sprayed it. I don't think I will spray it because it hasn't dried out. It's still kind of moist, as you can see. Stuff flying all down. Let me get this stuff here. Jesus Christ. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna rotate it because this side right here is getting kind of dark. All right, I'm just gonna rotate it, close it back up, and we'll be done with it. I just put another log in there. It's been horrible, people. It's been horrible. The wind's starting to pick up again, so see, this is why I'm not a grill master. I can't deal with this crap. All right, see you in a couple hours, I guess. Oh yeah, look at this right here. Boy, this has been a struggle, man. But we good. Fam, we still holding that 250. It's been a long day. It's night outside. This boy is coming together. We're gonna go ahead and test it, see where we're at temperature-wise. But to me, looks like we're there. So let's get the temperature gauge out. All right, family, so we finally did it. It is 9 p.m. But again, I think I did a great job. As you can see, this bark, we achieved it. So we're gonna go ahead and just let it sit for a while, about 30 minutes. Let it sit for a while. It's been going all day. The last couple of hours was on a really low temperature, probably up under 200. So, folks, all right. So, again, man, this was hard, man. This was hard. I mean, it poured raining on me three times. It poured down raining. I tried to put the grill on the patio. It just smoked up the patio. So I had to leave it in there for a while and turn the fan on my patio to get the smoke off the patio. And all it did was kind of make the fire a little bit hotter. So I just constantly had to babysit. I babysitted this all day. But I think we achieved our goal. I don't know why these pitmaster guys make it seem like it's so difficult. It's really not difficult. Had not it rained, had I not had to move the grill around or whatever, I think we would have achieved it in far less time. But I didn't spray it. It didn't need to be sprayed with the apple cider because it stayed juicy the whole time. I didn't wrap it at the end or in the middle and pull it off or whatever. I just made sure I kept putting the thermometer in when it was close to being done, seeing if it was at a good temperature so that we can pull it off the bone. And I think we achieved that. It's not that hard. I'm not here to show you the intricate techniques on how to smoke a brisket or a pork shoulder. I'm not here for that. I want you to see how easy it is to just do this, man. Put your seasoning on there, slap that thing on the grill, put you some wood in that smoke box, in that fire box, and you're good to go, man. And if you have to babysit it, you got to babysit it. You got to open up the vent, open up the vent. If you got to close it, close it. When you close it, it makes it, it brings the temperature down because the oxygen's not getting in there. No air is getting in there and igniting the fire higher. If you open it up more, it's going to get in there. It's going to make it hotter. That's basically all you have to know. Yeah, I know it's some little tricks or whatever these guys do, but I don't think you need it. I've been doing this for the longest. That's the first time I did it on that one. So it was kind of like getting used to it, but I think you got it. So when we come back, we're gonna pull this thing, show you how tender this thing is. We're gonna pull some off. We're gonna taste test it, we're gonna try it. And then we're gonna show you how to assemble this pulled pork sandwich. All right, we'll be right back. All right, what better way to compliment a pulled pork sandwich than with some nice coleslaw? Now, I do coleslaw a little bit differently from other people. I love to add fresh mangoes. So I have some fresh mangoes here that I diced up. Of course, coleslaw is not coleslaw without some vinegar. So I have the apple cider vinegar. This one has the honey in it. I have a little salt, some sea salt here, a little bit of pepper, and then I have some sugar, of course, as well as some Hellmann's mayonnaise. Just chopped up some carrots. Don't know if I'll use it all, but now right here I have my red cabbage and my regular cabbage. So we're going to go ahead and cut those up so we can get those ready. And now we're going to go ahead and add this because it's almost time for us to get into this meat. So we'll go ahead and kind of assemble it all. I wanted to do it earlier, but man, I had a hell of a day with the weather and the barbecue grill, and man, it's been a long day, folks. But when you're cooking, you always have to understand it almost never goes as planned. All right, so when you're cutting up cabbage, you know, this is just like this one. This is just red. They're going to always have this little core in it. So what I like to do is cut it from the back, cut it from the side, and then just pull it out of there. Leaves that little slit. Now, I like my coleslaw shredded. I mean, I don't mind chopped coleslaw, but I like it shredded. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna cut this in half. Then I'm just gonna shred. That's how I like it. All right, so I'm going to do the same thing for the white cabbage as I'm doing for this one. No need to bore you folks with that. So we will be back as soon as we're done with this. All right, family, so as we get ready to make this sauce for the coleslaw. I felt we may need a little bit more mayo because there was a lot of cabbage that went into that bowl. So go ahead and pour a little sugar off in there. A little bit of salt. And some pepper. Now, you kind of want to taste this vinegar, but you don't want it to overpower. But you want to taste it. More sugar in there as well. Give it a taste. A little more salt. A little more vinegar. Yeah, that's good. That's good. So let's go ahead and start mixing up the cabbage. All right, let's go ahead and get the mangoes off in there. Not too much. Just want a little slight hint. And we will get this coleslaw dressing off in there. All right, so we'll go ahead and with our hands, mix this up a little bit so this can start getting to know each other. Everything gets to know each other very well up in here. And believe it or not, folks, with the coleslaw dressing, you really don't need a lot. It will incorporate very fast and very easily. All right. All right, you see that? See how good that looks? All right, so we're gonna go ahead and stick this off in the fridge. Let this get to know each other a little bit better. And we will be back with the pulled pork. All right, folks, so the moment of truth. Go ahead and go in here, and it's still hot and my kids are starving, man. So look at this, man. Look how, man, this thing is so juicy. Look at all this juice in here. Look at that. Look at that, man. Yeah, man, my kids are starving. So why don't we just go ahead and just taste test one of these before we finish it all. Now, I don't know nothing about no smoke rings and all that stuff, but I know what good pulled pork tastes like. So let's go ahead and go in. Man, that's a lot of flavor, man. Get that bark. Wow. All right. Let me go ahead, finish pulling this off, and we're gonna be back so we can get this sandwich together. All right. I forgot to show y'all the bone. Came out nice and clean. This here's trying to baked on there real good, man. But it's good though, man. I'm steady eating it, man. All right, family. So we have everything all shredded up. We got some nice pieces of bark in there as well. So the family has made has taken a vote, and they all want to just kind of do their barbecue sauce on their own. So what we're going to do is we're going to take some out. And again, look, folks, we got some Sweet Baby Ray's. I don't have a recipe for how to make barbecue sauce because I don't barbecue a lot. Like when I do, it's just for the family. So we put some of that in there. We got our bread on the stove getting toasted up. All right. I can still break a little bit of this stuff here up. All right, so we'll be back. Let's get it together. All right, folks, so obviously you can do this however you want. You can add cheese to it. You can do it naked and add your barbecue sauce on it like my family's gonna do. But we got it the traditional way here. And the way I'm doing it, from what I understand, is the Carolina way when you put the coleslaw on it. I started putting mango in my coleslaw, man, years ago, maybe 6 or 7 years ago. I started doing that. A place that I worked for, they had it. And so, I just copied it. All right, so we're gonna stack this bad boy high because of course, this is gonna be for the thumbnail. And let me tell you something, folks. I've been eating and picking at this meat this is some good stuff. This is really good. And I didn't have to take all those extra steps with, wrapping and turning it around, and I didn't have to do all of that. So we're gonna go ahead and get some of the coleslaw and just basically set it on top. So all you would do, just place this on top. I'm gonna set it to the side. Oh, maybe I'll set it to the side. I'll let everybody see how beautiful it is. So there you go, folks. We have a pulled pork, Carolina style with the mango slaw. I hope you enjoyed this. It's been a rough day, folks. I'm tired. I want to just go sit down somewhere and have me a nice cigar and a nice glass of bourbon. I'm tired. Can't you see it in my eyes? But listen, I did this for you. I did this for you, just to show you how easy it is to smoke a pork shoulder. It's very simple, very easy. I mean, hey man, go to one of the barbecue channels if you want to kind of figure out the other stuff, all the intricate details on how to smoke meats and all that good stuff. They'll teach you all that stuff if that's what you want to do. But if you want to have something for your family, you got a whole day to spend smoking some meat. This is what you want to do right here, and this is the easiest way to do it. So, folks, if you like what you just saw, do me a favor, hit the like button. If this is your first time tuning in, I want to thank you. I want to welcome you. You hit the like button as well, because we need we need it on this channel so bad. We need people to hit the like button or the dislike button. We need the engagement up, so we can get into the YouTube algorithm. So if you're getting value out of this channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And if you want to stay up to date on everything that we do here at Yes Chef, go ahead and hit the notification button. That'll ensure that you're up to date on all of our videos and everything that we come out with on YouTube. So folks, my kids are looking at me, they're hungry, they're foaming from the mouth because they know this is gonna be delicious. So, until the next time, until the very next video, as always, family,